Hello everyone, welcome back. This is day 5, my 5th day in a row filming a vlog for you, and it is going to be a short one. I unfortunately do not have a pre-edited vlog for you, but honestly it's been way more fun than I thought it would be. I can't believe that I have successfully made it this far, because usually, even when I tell myself I'm going to do things with YouTube, I mean, as many of you know, I'm not always the most consistent. And in other areas of my life, I feel very consistent. So this week, since I said I would film every day, and I made that commitment to you guys and myself, I wanted to uphold my side of the deal. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go with these daily vlogs. I mean, now that I've started doing it, I do feel like I'm capable of it. And it's been somehow more rewarding than many of my other vlogs. I guess because a lot of the feedback has been genuine, and I mean the people who are watching my daily vlogs are people who actually want to be watching my videos, you know, versus making vlogs here and there and then trying to hit the algorithm so that you have a lot of views for your sponsors and whatnot. I've been reading all of your comments, and thank you very much for, I don't know, watching this little series of mine. And yeah, I wanted to show up. It's like, you know, if you had a therapist and they didn't show up, you'd be upset. So maybe for some of you, this is like therapeutic, tuning into my vlog every day. If I'm being honest, the past like 20 hours, 24 hours have been weird. Nick and I had a disagreement last night that has not been resolved, and that is weighing on me. Since Honor was born, I actually feel like we fight a lot less and argue a lot less, and our communication has been better, which I think is not always the case with a new baby. But the reason it's been better is because we had talked about the ways we wanted to resolve conflict, like when I was pregnant, so that we weren't arguing in front of Honor and not making up in front of Honor. Does that make sense? Like, I think it's okay to have arguments in front of your child, but I also think it's important to show how you resolve conflict, and I also think it's important to argue respectfully. So we've been trying to like implement those things to be good role models for Honor, or to you know, so that she learns healthy ways to communicate. But I don't feel like that happened last night, and I mean, you know, that's just part of, I guess that's the nature of relationships. Sometimes you still have fights. It's normal. I feel like I'm the one harboring resentment right now, because things were said that were hurtful, which is also, you know, something that happens in conflict sometimes. But anyways, I will feel better when Nick and I are able to move past this. Nick is a private person, as a lot of you know. He doesn't share like personal details about his life, so this is not to put him on blast. In a relationship, two people are involved when there's conflict, and it takes both people to make amends and to communicate, no matter whose fault it was or whatever. Something else that's bothering me today is that I found out this woman who I used to do some volunteer work with, who was a horse trainer, and you know, in the equestrian community. She passed away recently, like in the past couple of weeks, and I got an invitation to her. I don't know if it's a memorial or just kind of like a celebration of life kind of thing. And it just was so shocking to read, because the last time I saw her, she was just so full of life and seemed so invincible, and I'm feeling just disappointed in myself for not keeping in touch with her more over the past few months. It did make me really feel sad that I didn't keep up with her and check in on her more, and I wish I could have said goodbye. And yeah, she's a really special person, and may she rest in peace. I'm not saying this for sympathy, but I feel like when people pass away unexpectedly, you always have that regret if you weren't talking to them regularly, or checking in with them. If anything, you know, more inspiration to just check in on some people that I haven't talked to for a while, including some family members that I've been wanting to reach out to and just haven't reached out to because I've been busy. But I'm going to find the time, and this week I actually got some stationery to write letters, and I got a new little Polaroid camera to take pictures of Honor and some family pictures and whatnot, and I thought I would try to spend a day writing some letters. Anyways, I wanted to end this video with a prompt for you guys. On Instagram and on YouTube in the past, I've done different forms of Q&As, and when I do them on Instagram, it's usually something that's just up for a day in stories, and then those disappear. But I thought it would be nice if I extended the invitation for you guys to ask me any questions you want to ask me. Keep watching because there are some stipulations to that, but if you have any questions for me, you can leave those in the comment section. Like any questions you might want me to answer in videos if I continue to film more often. Or you can leave topics that you'd like me to cover or touch on, experiences that you might want to hear about, things like that. Or if you have any specific requests for just the types of videos you'd like to see. But I was thinking more along the lines of just topics that you might be curious about, or questions that you might have. So feel free to leave any of those in the comment section, and I thought this would be a good place for me to like refer back to, and just like randomly pull some questions or topics to discuss. If you are someone who is in need of advice, you know, obviously I'm not a professional or a licensed therapist or anything like that, but I was also thinking that I might do some sort of kind of advice like category of videos periodically where people ask questions or ask for advice and I answer with advice that I would give, just because I think that's kind of fun. That doesn't mean I think I know everything, and it doesn't mean my advice is correct. But yeah, I thought that could be another like interesting kind of subcategory of content. My only stipulation is if you have a question to ask, there are no categories that are off limits except boobs. Over the years, I've gotten so many questions about boobs, my boobs, and it is just something I really have nothing to like say about. In fact, I don't feel qualified to give advice about boobs. If you have questions about plastic surgery, I am really someone who is not even like in a position to give advice on this anymore. But if you have questions about that, I would suggest asking them to like a doctor, your plastic surgeon. Maybe you have some friends who can give better advice or who are in a position to give advice about that, because I'm not, unfortunately. That being said, there are really no other topics that are off limits, but please be respectful and courteous. And I open the floor to you to leave me all of your topics, questions, burning desires, maybe, I don't know. That maybe not those. This video is already 15 minutes. How did that happen? Hopefully I can quickly get this up. I hope you're all having a nice day or morning or night, wherever you are watching this from in the world. It is coming up on 4 o'clock here, and I thought for the rest of the afternoon I would just hang out with Honor when she wakes up. She got a new ball today. She's very excited about it. And a new season of Never Have I Ever has come out. My mom is like obsessed with that show. She got me into it, and it really is amazing. So I'll probably watch 1 or 2 episodes of that, and then I might film later tonight for tomorrow. I'm going to make a healthy dinner for myself and try to just have a stress-free night. And I hope that you guys can all do the same. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow, and I will talk to you then.